Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. This is episode number 13. Unlucky for some, but not for me today, because this is a pretty special episode. It's also a double upload for you guys. I wanted to treat you to a second episode today. Hope you enjoy. If you do, hit me with a massive thumbs up button, not just a regular one. Smash that thumbs up button. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn that notification bell on so you never miss an upload. So, there is a reason why this one is a particularly special episode, and we'll get to it literally within the first couple of minutes. So, Marquee Matchups comes out on a Thursday, as you guys know, and this is when I was recording this particular video. It was on Thursday night, and I was able to put together Marquee Matchups. I had to literally buy one player, so doing like the bronze pack method and keeping a lot of our players from like reward packs and stuff has actually kind of paid out, because we had to buy one Turkish league player at left back, and he cost me 3.5k, because they do cost a fair bit, but you can see like everything else is just sort of first owner. We already had it in our club, which is amazing. You know, it means that we can do these SBCs and pretty much without changing our coin total, we're going to get some packs which can hopefully inject some great players into our club. So that was the plan anyway. You know, I tried to switch it around here. I thought I had too many gold players in this particular SBC. Gave up on that in the end, because I realised I would end up dropping rating and stuff. So fine, we'll just go with it. And then yes, in this final one, the only Atletico or Real Madrid player I had that wasn't like Eder Militao or someone expensive was a Diego Costa, which I've already got another one on my transfer list. He was about 1,600 coins, so I just used him in the SBC as opposed to trying to get someone for a tiny bit cheaper. So Marquee Matchups complete. Buzzing, you know, that's obviously a nice little achievement, because that is a nice weekly SBC to just sort of refresh your players and hopefully get something quite good out of the club, out of the pack, should I say, into your club. So the first one's a silver pack. Don't underestimate the silver packs. You know, maybe they're not worth anything now, but they most definitely will be in the future. Imagine we got like Turkish league players from this one, they would have been able to sell on, and so, you know, you just know that like J League and K League and all sorts of other players are going to be worth something in like next week's Marquee Matchups, or the month after, or in 2 months time. So the silver packs, whilst they might not be super beneficial to you right at this very moment, they definitely play their part in FIFA 20 Ultimate Team. So time for a small prime Electrum or mixed or something. I don't know. It was not a great pack, but it's got bronze, silvers and golds in it, I'm pretty sure. And we don't get anything special. We just get a Mkhitaryan who is only 81 rated nowadays. So has sort of fallen from grace a little bit from when he was a lot higher rated in previous FIFAs. So this right here is a pretty big pack. We end up getting a walkout from Marquee Matchups, and I'm not joking you. Oh my god. I did not know what to do when we got this pack right here. Guys, I know. What? We packed 91 rated Eden Hazard. Like, on the road to glory. We packed a tradable 91 rated Eden Hazard. I was kind of shaken at the time when I was recording this. I don't record live reactions for a Marquee Matchups packs, because you're never going to get something insane, right? Until that happens. So I don't know who in the Road to Glory scene, who's got the best pack so far. But I'm pretty sure I just topped it. Now, before you go ahead and absolutely hate me in the comments section, I'm not just going to go ahead and sell this Hazard and kind of like, as I'm sure a lot of you will say, ruin the Road to Glory, because I'll have loads and loads of coins. We will make use of this player. We will use him in our squads, and I know that I've probably just overtaken a lot of you or whatever. It's just pack luck, right? You can't do anything about it. I was super happy yet super sad at the same time, because like I'm so buzzing to get this card in my Road to Glory, an account that I'm going to absolutely grind all year long. I can use this Hazard for a long time, and he looks like he could be a complete animal on this game. But at the same time, I was just like, there's so many people that are going to hate me for getting this. And I hope you don't. I hope you can feel happy for me that we got this on the road to glory. Knowing that at some point in time, your time will come. It probably already has, right? There's so many out there that I see that are packing Aubameyangs, Cristiano Ronaldo's, Dybala, like just great players left, right and centre. So at this point in time, I had no idea what to do because I just built my team, right? I just built this really awesome squad that I was so proud that we'd been able to get to this moment with this crazy squad. And of course, if I'm not going to sell Hazard, he needs to be in the starting 11, right? Obviously, I've opened this after Marquee Matchups on Thursday, by the way, as for the reason why it's not a ones to watch, because obviously after Friday night, he would have been a ones to watch. And a few of you are probably like, why have you opened your Marquee Matchups packs the day before ones to watch comes out? You could have got ones to watch players. I know, and actually, at the time, I didn't even think about that, and I'm kind of really glad that I did open them because we got the 91 rated Hazard. So I had an idea for what we could do with the team, a way that we could put a team together that you guys can still follow the road to glory. If you were at the same sort of level as me before, then you can still follow the road to glory by replacing my Hazard with like Vinicius Jr., another very quick, very skillful, great dribbler on this game, which are things that are super important. Yeah, he's not quite as good as Eden Hazard, but it is a great option for you, and it's not. I've not done it in a way that I need to get certain links to Hazard. You should be fine to just replace Hazard with Vinicius Jr. if you wanted to particularly carry on in the exact same way that we're doing it, is my point here. So a few things had to go up on the market, a few things had to get quick sold because I had an idea of who I needed to buy, and I know I needed about 100 to 120k or something in order to make that happen. So we say goodbye to Delaney, who has been a great player for us, and we do make 10,000 coins on him. I'm sure he will be a more expensive player in the future, but I needed to change this team in order to fit Eden in, right? So he's gone, Delaney's gone, Delaney's gone, and so is Semedo, and it allows us to go out and flip this team up a little bit. First purchase, Moussa Sissoko, someone that I've heard amazing things about. He is super expensive for the card rating that he's got, but I've heard insane things about him, and I need that powerhouse in midfield, and we're going to go ahead and get his perfect link teammate in, Tanguy and Ndombele, a new signing for Spurs, of course. I went out to try and get one for as cheap as possible, got one for 16.5k, which I was pretty happy with, excuse me, and that is, of course, a perfect link, so that will help us with chemistry. Next up, Ferland Mendy. We got him for 34,250 with a Sentinel applied. And of course, this is a regular one because I was doing this just before the ones to watch stuff comes out. So I'm sure that this regular one's kind of out of packs now and the ones to watch is in. We'll have to see what happens over the next couple of days in terms of should we have waited? Should we buy different players? Should we try and get ones to watch versions of players? I will where I can, of course. But I sold my Vidal because he was in a CDM and I needed to move him all the way up to striker for chemistry reasons, and I sold him for a little bit less than I bought the striker version for, so that was a cheaper version of buying position cards and moving them all the way up. It was just as simple as that. The amazing thing is, of course, is that we can now bring our Payras in as our manager. He is without doubt the best manager on FIFA 20, and if you haven't got him, or if you don't know, get to know, basically, because he is the GOAT. He's the greatest. And there's just one player left to fill in the squad, but I needed to wait for a couple of things to sell. I needed to go into my club and discard a couple of things in order to afford Fekir. So what we've been able to do here is put our new squad together without actually selling the second Luis Hernandez we've got on the transfer list, which is hopefully going to be profit now that he's got a ones to watch. Also, Havertz, Kinkai, and Leon Goretzka. Those three players remain in our club. That they remain as potential profit, or like in the case of Havertz and Goretzka, insane super subs that I want to use later on in the game. You know, I want to bring them on. I'm thinking Goretzka replaces Ndombele at some point in the game. Fekir comes off. Kai Havertz comes on, and then we've also got Promes who can replace like Ousmane Dembele should we need to in the latter stages of a game. So we've now got three amazing super subs, an absolutely insane team with Eden Hazard that you guys can just use Vinicius Jr. if you want to. But yeah, I mean, I'm fully blown away that this is our Road to Glory squad so far. And I flipped the defense over a little bit as well, because Furlan Mundy's got 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot, I'm pretty sure. So I could flip it around for 10 games and have Roussillon on 7 chem, because he's already got loyalty. Mendy needs to play 10 games before he moves from 6 to 7 chemistry. But I think he'll be just fine. So that's what I've decided to go with that. I think it'll be absolutely fine. So this squad will play in a 4-1-2-1-2. It will be Arturo Vidal as my CDM, Sissoko and Ndombele as my midfielders, Fekir as my cam, and then Ousmane Dembele and Eden Hazard as my strikers. Now, that could be pretty dangerous, I'm thinking, just because we figured it out, right? We figured out that the pacey players that are short, like agile, really good at dribbling, decent skill moves, they seem to be the players that are working wonders this year, as like aerial threat is not necessarily a thing. So we're going down a completely different road to what we did last year, because I was using Richarlison, Aubameyang, players that were tall that could head the ball at that back post. We've not got that this time. So we've got engines in the midfield of Vidal and Ndombele and Sissoko, and we've got 3 very tricky players with all decent attributes in the flair, in the dribbling, in the shooting and stuff, and the pace in Fekir, Ousmane Dembele, and of course first owner Eden Hazard. So that was going to be the end of this episode, but I figured why not at least try him out? Why not try this team out just for the end of the episode? So I figured we'd go and earn 500 XP here. I went into max chemistry with my squad. It was just a game mode that I wanted to play like a regular match. I didn't want to play mystery ball or king of the hill or anything. So even though my squad's already on full chem, I went into max chemistry anyway. You never get to see the team that you're coming up against. I have sort of referred that back to EA, because I would sort of hope that you could at least see your opponent. It doesn't really matter. At that stage, you've already gone into the match, so if you match a super team, there's not much you can do about it anyway, right? It would just be nice to see what team your opponent's got. And we come up against someone who's also called RTG, and he definitely had more of a starter squad than me. And I felt like this game was just really, really nice. We score a debut goal with Hazard after 17 minutes with some absolutely insane dribbling taking place to just completely sell the defender. You know, I've sold him a hot dog, I've moved on, and I've absolutely smashed it into the roof of the net. Lovely, lovely goal from the Belgian to start things off in his career in our road to glory. We get a free kick here, and I now have a dedicated free kick taker in Eden Hazard. I strike it with the top spin, but I wasn't able to time it. I think if I'd have timed that, that would have had a good chance of going in the back of the net. And if you haven't done so already, I really recommend the free kick tutorials, like the skill games. Go ahead and sink some time into them when you can, because trust me, guys, they are interesting. When you can learn the knuckleballs, the top spin, where to place the indicator and how much power to put on and stuff, it's actually going to be quite useful in game. So we score a second with Eden Hazard there, utilizing one of the new skills, the LB, left, right, whatever it is. I don't know what it's called, but you sort of come in and then exit one way, and it gives you an opportunity to hit a finesse shot. So we do that quite nicely, and I'm not going to lie, I feel like this guy, although he had some decent runs on the pitch and some nice passes and stuff, I feel like our skill level was a little bit ahead of his, and of course we out-teamed him as well. So I could have fun in this one. This was a little bit unlike division rivals. This felt super casual to me. This felt like I could try and use some skill moves, try and work on my dribbling, and I would definitely recommend going into the FUT friendlies if you guys are struggling or getting super stressed out in rivals, because you can let off some steam here. You know, you can play some more casual games and just enjoy it a little bit more. So yeah, that's exactly what I've done today. And of course, my aim was to score 5 goals so that I could get that 500 XP. That was the aim. But I didn't necessarily want to completely sweat that one into the back of the net with Fekir right there. I figured we could make stuff happen, anyway. So my opponent sort of stopped playing for a moment or two here, and then he started playing again. So I think he was playing at this point. But Fekir sort of, again, with the nice dribbling, this time with the green time shot, flies it into the back of the net, and that is 4-0 after 60 minutes, and that is a debut goal for Nabil Fekir as well. He is a little less pacey than what Havertz is, of course, but he has got great dribbling, great shooting, great passing, and I think he's still going to be a fantastic player in that cam spot, because I don't know, it just feels like he's agile enough to make things happen. So I'm actually really looking forward to using Fekir for the most part of the game, and then knowing that I can bring Kai Havertz on as a substitute or Promes or something like that should I need to. So my opponent does get gifted a goal by me again. A stupid pass is out from the goalkeeper, but we run down the other end and score another one. I think that's the hat-trick goal for Hazard on his debut. So obviously that's just fantastic news that he's just off to the races already. You know, he's fully in swing with us right now. So we end up literally scoring another one with him as well. What a beautiful finesse that is. I think he's going to be a massive addition to our club, and yeah, like, we could sell him, but I don't necessarily want to do that, because then that changes up the team a little bit too much at this stage in the game. There'll come a point where we do sell him. A month down the line, whatever it is, we may sell him at some point. This is not going to be Hazard's road to glory, but for now, he is going to be the main player that we base our team around, and I can be a little bit happy knowing that if you guys were literally following the team, then yes, you can just put Vinicius Jr. there. He won't be quite as effective, but just pack luck at the end of the day. Someone's going to open a pack that's watching this video right now. Someone's going to go and open a pack tomorrow and get Leo Messi, or they're going to get an icon, and it is just the way it goes. All I can hope is that your pack luck comes through at some point soon as well. We know there's going to be weeks where I get nothing in weekend league rewards and you guys get like a red Cristiano Ronaldo or something like that. So it's just so happened that it's happened fairly early to us in the Road to Glory cycle. We've got our marquee player that we can take into the weekend league whenever that should be. And yeah, I mean, right now, I'm interested in looking at content of what we got coming out with ones to watch and all of that stuff that's out right now for us. I'm interested in trying to work that in somehow into the Road to Glory. So I'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know what exactly we're going to do. But that is going to wrap things up for today's episode. An extra episode for you guys today on this Sunday evening. So I would really appreciate it if you'd smash a thumbs up. I mean, we just packed a 91 rated Eden Hazard on the Road to Glory. I think that should be worth 10,000 likes. I think you guys can do it. Hopefully I see lots of nice positive comments down below, and hope you enjoy what the new team is looking like. We are going places with this team, I hope, and I will test it out in Rivals tomorrow for you guys so that we can see just how good it is. Guys, hit me with that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. You can follow me on social media. Links down below in the description. My Twitter and Instagram are there. And of course, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And I will catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.